After the age of 70, even if you are still healthy and move flexibly, the risk of emergencies, such as falling, dizziness, or sudden pain, is always present. These moments often come unexpectedly, without time to prepare, and if living alone, calling for help can become difficult or even impossible. An emergency alert system therefore becomes a silent companion, helping you maintain safety and independence. Imagine you are preparing breakfast, stepping from the kitchen to the living room, and suddenly slip. The phone is only a few steps away, but each step is painfully hard. In this situation, a wrist-worn or neck-worn alert device will prove useful. With just one button, the signal will be sent immediately to the support center or relatives, helping you receive assistance quickly. When buying, don't just pay attention to cheap prices. Prioritize models with GPS positioning to determine the exact location, especially useful if you often go for walks or go out alone. In addition, the opportune contain to make automatic fall detection feature is also very important. In case you faint or lose the ability to press the button, the system will still automatically send a distress signal. Some modern devices also integrate two-way communication, allowing you to talk directly with support staff without having to find the phone. This not only helps shorten handling time, but also brings peace of mind, knowing there is always someone ready to listen and help. Investing in an emergency alert system is not because you are getting weaker, but to protect your freedom and confidence when living independently. In emergencies, every second counts, and this device can be the bridge connecting you to safety. The home is inherently the place where we feel safest and most comfortable. But after the age of 70, that familiar space can sometimes hide dangers that make life difficult and pose a risk of falling. Just one slippery stair, a crooked rug, or insufficient lighting can lead to unwanted accidents. Imagine the story of Mr. John, 76 years old, who has lived for more than 40 years in a two-story house full of memories. After hip surgery, he realized that going up and down stairs now felt like climbing a mountain. Each time he stepped down in the morning or went to bed at night came with the fear of tripping. He began to avoid certain areas of the house simply because of the feeling of insecurity. The solution doesn't necessarily have to be complicated or expensive. Small things, like installing sturdy handrails in the bathroom, hallway, and near the bed, give you support when moving. Non-slip mats in the bathroom, kitchen, and entrances will significantly reduce the risk of slipping. Increase lighting, especially on stairs and dark corners, to help the eyes observe easily and avoid missing obstacles. An important habit is to check for fall risks at least once a year. Walk through the house, observe each passage, and ask yourself, if I lost my balance here, what would happen? From there, immediately fix potential risks. The home should be a place where you move freely, enjoying every moment, not an obstacle course that makes you wary. By creating a safe and accessible living environment, you not only protect your health but also your right to live independently and confidently. And sometimes, it is the small changes that bring great peace of mind. After the age of 70, physical health is important, but mental health is the golden key to maintaining quality of life. And one of the biggest factors that nourish the spirit is the social support network, relationships that make us feel connected, cared for, and never alone. Imagine Mrs. Lan, 74 years old, living alone after her husband passed away. At first, she thought she was used to the quiet, but over time, the long days without anyone to talk to made her feel empty. Only when her daughter suggested joining a morning exercise club in the park did she realize joy had returned. Every morning, the laughter, everyday ease, and the feeling of belonging to a group of people made her feel more energized. Science has proven maintaining social connections helps reduce the risk of depression, memory decline, heart disease, and even prolong life. Meeting in person is best, but if distance or health does not allow, other forms such as phone calls, text messages, or video chats also bring significant benefits. Building and maintaining a social support network does not necessarily require great effort. You can join clubs or hobby groups, Proactively call a friend each week. Participate in community activities, art classes, or religious gatherings. Keep in touch with neighbours, sharing meals or small stories. The important thing is to make connection a part of your lifestyle. Don't wait until you feel lonely to look for someone to talk to. Like tending a garden, relationships also need to be nurtured regularly to stay fresh and lasting. A strong social support network not only brings joy, but is also a shield, protecting you from the challenges of old age. When you know there is always someone listening and ready to help, you will find life lighter, warmer, and more worth living every day. In the twilight years, eating is not just about being full, but about nourishing the body intelligently. Energy needs may decrease, but the need for protein, vitamins, and minerals does not diminish. In fact, for older adults, the diet needs to be more nutrient-dense to make up for smaller portions than before. Imagine Mrs. Hahn, 78 years old, living alone and no longer interested in elaborate cooking. Her meals were sometimes just a few cookies or a bowl of thin porridge. After a few months, she began to feel tired. Her muscles weakened and walking became more difficult. Only when the doctor advised her to add more protein and vitamin-rich foods did she realize she was under-eating, even though she never skipped meals. The solution lies in highly nutritious foods that are easy to prepare and can be eaten immediately or within minutes. For example, Greek yogurt, high in protein, calcium, supports digestion. Boiled eggs, easy to store, rich in protein and vitamin B12. Cooked chicken can be used in salads, sandwiches, or with rice. Nuts provide healthy fats and minerals. Frozen vegetables, easy to cook, still retain many nutrients. In addition, be sure to divide meals into several times a day, instead of trying to eat a lot at once. When portions are small, you need to invest in every bite. Choose foods rich in nutritional value, instead of just empty calories. If shopping or cooking becomes difficult, you can use food delivery services. Ask children to prepare meal portions in advance. Or join community meals for the elderly. These solutions not only help you eat more adequately, but also bring opportunities for social connection. Proper nutrition is the foundation for health, flexibility, and mental clarity. When you choose the right foods and arrange your eating properly, you're giving your body the opportunity to live healthier and more independently for longer. Age increases, the body naturally loses muscle strength and balance ability. This is precisely why daily exercise becomes a simple but extremely effective medicine to maintain health and prevent falls. The good news is that you don't need to train for hours. Just 10 minutes a day is enough to make a significant difference. Take the story of Mr. Min, 72 years old, as an example. After a minor slip in the bathroom, he began to learn balance and muscle training exercises. Every morning, he spends 10 to 15 minutes standing on one leg, stepping sideways, and doing a few light squats next to a chair to ensure safety. After just a few months, he noticed he walked more steadily and no longer felt worried when climbing stairs. Suitable exercises for older adults include balance training, standing on one leg, walking in a straight line, or using a chair for support. Light muscle training, lifting small weights, wall push-ups, or using resistance bands. Stretching helps reduce joint stiffness and improve range of motion. Walking, a simple, easy-to-maintain activity that's good for cardiovascular health and mental well-being. The important thing is to choose exercises that are within your capacity and safe. You can exercise at home, in the park, or join fitness classes for the elderly to both move and socialize. If you have special health concerns, consult your doctor before starting. Maintaining exercise not only keeps muscles strong, but also improves blood circulation, supports memory, reduces stress, and enhances sleep quality. Every minute you spend on your body today is an investment to enjoy independence and confidence tomorrow. Don't wait until your body sends an alarm to start. Begin today. Just 10 minutes, but your health and stability will multiply many times over. In middle and old age, many health problems can develop silently, without clear symptoms, until they become serious. That's why regular health monitoring at home becomes an important habit, helping or proactively detect early and handle promptly. Nowadays, personal medical technology has developed, allowing everyone to easily check important indicators right at home, without having to go to the hospital frequently. Some useful devices include blood pressure monitor, helps detect and track high blood pressure, the leading risk factor for stroke and heart disease. Thermometer, to detect early signs of fever, which may be related to infection or inflammation. Blood oxygen meter, SpO2, especially useful for people with respiratory or cardiovascular diseases, helping detect early signs of oxygen deficiency. For example, Mr. Fook, 68 years old, regularly measures his blood pressure at home. One morning, the machine recorded his blood pressure higher than usual, even though he did not feel dizzy or have a headache. Thanks to that, he went for an early checkup and had his medication adjusted in time, avoiding the risk of dangerous complications. When monitoring at home, you should measure at the same time each day to have consistent data. Record results in a notebook or app to easily share with your doctor. Know the safe thresholds for each indicator and know when to seek medical attention immediately. In addition to using devices, maintain regular general health checkups at medical facilities. The combination of daily monitoring and in-depth checkups will create a double protection layer for your health. Regular health monitoring is not only a way to prevent disease, but also an expression of care and responsibility for your own body. A few minutes each day to measure and record indicators can bring years of healthy, independent, and secure living. The brain, like muscles, needs to be trained regularly to maintain agility and flexibility. As age increases, the ability to remember and process information can decline if we let the brain rest too much. Therefore, stimulating the brain becomes an important part of a healthy lifestyle, helping you maintain memory, concentration, and creativity. There are many ways to exercise the brain every day. Reading not only expands knowledge, but also forces the brain to process new words, images, and ideas. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, or logic games help increase reasoning ability, concentration, and short-term memory. If you want to challenge yourself more, learn a new skill. From playing a musical instrument, learning another language, to cooking dishes you've never tried. These activities activate different areas of the brain, helping the nervous system maintain strong connections. Avoid only passive entertainment, like watching TV for hours. Although watching a good movie can be relaxing, if that is the only activity, the brain will not be challenged. Instead, you can alternate viewing time with reading, note-taking, or discussing the content you just watched, so the brain still works actively. A typical example is Mrs. Mai, 74 years old. After retiring, she spends 30 minutes each morning reading storybooks, and in the evening, solving crossword puzzles with her grandchild. She shared that her memory improved significantly, and she felt happier when her brain worked every day. In addition, participating in clubs, study groups, or community activities also helps the brain both learn and communicate, stimulating both intellect and emotions. Brain stimulation doesn't require much time or cost, but the benefits are long-term. Just persevere every day and you will keep alertness, reflexes, and the joy of discovery at any age. After the age of 70, both physical and mental health face many challenges. But there is a priceless medicine, not sold in any pharmacy, that has a profound impact on the heart, immune system, and emotions. Purpose in life. When each day begins with a clear reason to get up, people will feel full of energy and meaning. Purpose in life does not necessarily have to be something grand. It can be participating in volunteer activities, bringing value to the community, unity, and connecting with new people, or simply taking care of a dog or cat to feel the bond and joy from each small moment. Many people find their purpose through helping neighbors, supporting friends when they need it, or simply listening to others' stories. Others choose to pursue personal hobbies such as painting, gardening, journaling, or playing music. Any activity that brings joy and meaning can become a guiding light for the spirit. Studies show that people with a clear purpose in life often have better cardiovascular health, stronger immune systems, and lower rates of depression. They also recover faster from illness and tend to live longer. This is not only because purpose promotes a positive spirit, but also because it encourages maintaining a healthy lifestyle and social relationships. Mr. 2, 76 years old, once felt lonely and lost direction after his wife passed away. But when he started growing clean vegetables for children at the village school, he found joy again and a reason to get out of bed every morning. Conclusion. This is the final pillar in the 8 pillars of independent, safe, and happy living after the age of 70. When combined with other factors such as exercise, nutrition, social networks, or health monitoring, purpose in life will add quality to each year, not just more years.